The director for Germany's Center of Automotive Management, Stefan Bratzel, actually even admitted that they underestimated the momentum of this transformation. They've simply been outpaced in terms of innovation by fast-paced competitors like NIO. That's reassuring for a NIO investor like me because it shows that NIO's commitment to electrification early on was the right call, long before a lot of their legacy counterparts had made the same commitment that they had. Now, what does this mean for NIO moving forward? Well, Europe is a key battleground. As German automakers falter, the opportunity for NIO to capture some market share just increases. The Brussels Audi factory closure, the layoffs, and the diminishing sales of German EVs, they all point to one thing: the European auto industry is ripe for disruption. NIO's tech-forward approach, focusing on autonomous driving, consumer satisfaction, and a deep ecosystem of services, is poised to fill the gap left by traditional automakers. But it's not just about Germany. NIO has to navigate political situations.
If you want to be a part of the conversation before it happens here on YouTube, click that link in the description to join the free Courtside Financial Discord.
Après avoir fait beaucoup d'efforts chez Audi, ça c'est le remerciement qu'ils nous font. Donc on a beau faire les efforts qu'on veut, les multinationales, on va dire que c'est toujours la même chose. Une fois que les poches sont pleines, ils s'en vont.
What's going on, everyone? My name's Obi, and welcome back to the Courtside Financial Podcast, the podcast where we talk about business and technology. Today's topic is crucial for NIO and for anyone who's following the global automotive industry. We'll dive into the current crisis gripping the European auto market and what it could potentially mean for NIO. But this is going to be a super interesting video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and share the video. All of your engagement really does go a long way in helping out the channel. Don't forget to click the notification bell icon either. But without further ado, let's get into today's episode. Recently, we've seen an unprecedented upheaval in the German automotive industry. Volkswagen is realigning resources, Audi is shutting down its factory, and Brussels and layoffs are sweeping through their market. But what's driving this turmoil? Well, a lot of pressure comes from the general shift in market demand and electrification. China's EV market, led by players like NIO, is playing a significant role in this story. Trust me, it has huge implications for NIO and the EV industry at large. So let's start with a big question. Why is Germany, a powerhouse in the automotive market, struggling so much? German brands like Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW have been staples of the driving game for such a long time, but their over-reliance on internal combustion engines, coupled with their slow pivot to electric, has left these companies vulnerable. From January to August this year, Chinese automotive companies have commanded an incredible 66.9% market share, while German brands declined to just 15.4% in electric vehicles. So obviously the shift is seismic. Let's put that in perspective for NIO. The fact that local EVs are dominating the Chinese market gives NIO a massive advantage as it expands globally. Europe is not just a market that NIO is eyeing. NIO is actively pushing into Europe with its premium EVs and innovative business models such as battery swapping and the NIO House. Now, of course, as we discussed yesterday, there were some rumors swirling around earlier this week that NIO could potentially acquire the Audi Brussels factory. NIO CEO later on came out and spoke out on that, quickly shutting it down, saying, if Audi can't afford that, how can we? Whether NIO ever pursues something like this in the future, the fact remains that German automotive manufacturers are vulnerable due to the way the market is moving. One thing that we need to recognize is that this turmoil isn't solely due to Chinese competition. It's about Germany's failure to stay ahead in EV development. The director for Germany's Center of Automotive Management, Stefan Bratzel, actually even admitted that they underestimated the momentum of this transformation. They simply been outpaced in terms of innovation by fast-paced competitors like NIO. That's reassuring for a NIO investor like me because it shows that NIO's commitment to electrification early on was the right call, long before a lot of their legacy counterparts had made the same commitment that they had. Now, what does this mean for NIO moving forward? Well, Europe is a key battleground. As German automakers falter, the opportunity for NIO to capture some market share just increases. The Brussels Audi factory closure, the layoffs, and the diminishing sales of German EVs, they all point to one thing: the European auto industry is ripe for disruption. NIO's tech-forward approach, focusing on autonomous driving, consumer satisfaction, and a deep ecosystem of services, is poised to fill the gap left by traditional automakers. But it's not just about Germany. NIO has to navigate political situations, specifically political tensions between China and the EU, very tactfully, very carefully. Europe is currently in intense negotiations over tariffs on Chinese vehicles. If these tariffs go through, it could impact NIO's European strategy. Actually, it will impact NIO's European strategy. But remember, NIO's no stranger to challenges. We've seen how adaptable the company is, from introducing flexible battery subscription models and offering innovative ownership options. I'm confident that NIO will find a way to thrive even with these political hurdles. One final thought that I'll leave you with is that we are witnessing a world where we may have to say goodbye to some of Europe's automotive idols. I'm not saying that they'll go anywhere, but I'm saying they may not be in first place anymore. I'm talking about Audi, BMW, Volkswagen. These giants are struggling to keep up with the new era of electrification. For NIO, this presents both a challenge and an opportunity. NIO needs to stay aggressive with its plans, build out a European footprint, and continue innovating. If it can do that, we're not just talking about NIO surviving a global shift, we're talking about NIO leading the global shift to electric vehicles. Anyways, that's it for today's episode. As always, thanks for tuning into the Courtside Financial Podcast. Happy Saturday. We'll catch you in the next installment. I want to know what you guys think. If you found this insightful, leave a comment down below. Click the like button, click the notification bell icon. Share the video with your friends, family. Let them know what's going on in the world. But we will see you in the next episode. Obi signing off. Have a good weekend.